Hello friends, how is it going? It's me, Betty Jean. In today's video, I'm gonna kick off the year with my monthly favorites. It is going to be a roundup of my favorite things from the month of December, everything from makeup to books to food to fashion to jewelry to random other things that aren't tangible. I'm excited to share them with you. I have quite the variety and I think it's gonna be really fun. Starting the new year off on something positive, something exciting, my favorite things. I hope you are having a great start to your year. I'm pretty sure this video is going up on the 1st, so I wish you the best 2024. I hope everything good comes your way and I'm just really excited to see what this year holds for us. Before we get into it, I did of course film this look. It should already be up on my Instagram and YouTube shorts by the time this video goes up. And as far as my accessories today go and my nail polish, I will get to that later because they are actually part of this favorites video, so I will share them in a bit. But without further ado, let's just hop in and chat about all of my favorite things from the month of December. All right, let's kick it off with makeup. That's always a fun place to start. Complexion, the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I am obsessed with this. I actually just bought this for myself on Black Friday and I loved it so much that I already included it in my best of beauty for 2023. So obviously I had to make it my December favorite as well. It's just so good, like such a good primer. It's beautiful. It's so silky on the skin. I feel like makeup lays beautifully over it. I've worn this both on foundation days and no foundation days. Like lately I've been skipping foundation and just going straight in with concealer. This is beautiful. I really liked the original putty primer and I think I like this liquid version so much more. I just really like the application of it. It's so smooth. It blends out so nicely. This is such a top tier primer. I can't believe I'm late to discovering this one. It did come out like fairly recently. I think it came out sometime last year, but I only just tried it a month ago and I'm so happy I did. Next, another e.l.f. product that I became so obsessed with after I bought it on Black Friday. Again, so much so that I included it in my best of beauty, but the e.l.f. Halo Contour Wand. This is beautiful. Such a good contour product. I've been wearing it most days. It is by far, without a shadow of a doubt, my favorite cream / liquid bronzery type product I've ever used. It's on this weird little spongy guy. I think it's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, like, I don't know, some kind of wand. They're called something similar. I love this. I've never tried the Charlotte Tilbury one, so I can't compare, but this on its own is beautiful. The way it just like applies to the skin is so smooth. It blends out like a freaking dream. Again, I love this both layered on top of foundation or just on my skin paired with concealer. I've blended this out with both a brush and a sponge. Either way works beautifully. It just never skips. It melts into the skin. I never feel like it's patchy or cakey. It's thin and wonderful. And I personally have the color Fair Light, and I feel like it's the perfect color for me. It's like just enough of a contour where it has a little bit of shadow, but there's still a little bit of warmth, so you can kind of play with it as a bronzer. Not too orange, not too gray, not too dark, not too light either. Sometimes things are so fair, and I'm pretty ghostly, but sometimes things are so fair that it doesn't really show up on me. This is such a beautiful product, like definitely one of my favorite things from last year. Next up, this is a very recent discovery. I only just used this for the first time about a week ago. I featured it in my Get Ready With Me chatting about my goals for 2024. But it's this Flower Beauty blush. It's in the shade Berry More. It's one of the Flower Pots blushes. I'm wearing it today. I've worn it every single day since I discovered it. This is stunning. I don't know why it's so beautiful, but it really, really is. It's just the most beautiful, glowy formula. Can you please show? I hope that glow is translating on camera nicely. It's just delicious. I love the color, that like kind of burnt, rusty, rosy color. It's just gorgeous. That glow is so pretty. I do not think the camera can capture how beautiful it is. It's just the most gorgeous color. And I like it because it's not glittery, so if you don't want like a sparkly blush, which I get, I don't think sparkly blush should be my go-to either, but you just want to glow, this is just such a beautiful, glowy, kind of satiny blush. And the way this blends into the skin is so beautiful. I just take an angled brush, that's my preferred. I'll kind of dust it around my nose, I'll add some to my cheeks. I could even stand to add a little bit more blushed because it's just such a good color. I can't, it's just beautiful. I might have to pick up more shades in this, and that's coming from someone who really does not need more blush. I kind of gutted my blush collection in December / November when I did my declutter series, but I just really, really, really vibe with this formula. I think it's so pretty. Moving on to eyeshadow, I have discovered so many good eyeshadow palettes as of late. I believe my video before this one is my like 2023 palette ranking. So if you are curious about just like all of my top palettes from last year, you can go check that video out. But I am gonna share my current top 2 favorites that I've used recently in the month of December. First being the Winter Wonderland from Cosmic Brushes. I'm so glad I ordered this. They're one of my favorite brands. I'm so obsessed. I brought this with me on my trip to Colorado for the long weekend. We were in Colorado for my husband's aunt's Christmas party, and I'm so glad I brought this because it's just a winter wonderland. It's sparkly, it's beautiful. I love these tones. I'm very much vibing with like blues and teals and greens right now. I always love purple. This is stunning. I love the shimmers. The multi-chromes are absolutely fantastic. Like, look at all these cool shades. They're just like, what? Are you kidding me? Smooth and saturated and sparkly and just oh so amazing. And the mattes are like butter. They apply to the skin with such ease and they blend out like a dream. I feel like I barely have to work. Truly gonna be like one of my top favorite brands of all time as far as eyeshadow goes. This is incredible and I've used this so many times. I used it in a video on YouTube. I also played with it again on like Instagram and YouTube Shorts. I brought it on that trip with me and I've been so happy with it. And the other eyeshadow palette that I loved is actually the one I'm wearing right now. It is the Aurora Lights from Simply Posh. It's gorgeous, gorgeous, amazing. I love this little guy. It's beautiful. Look at these colors. Like, are you kidding me? This is incredible. I really liked their Cozy Cabin Holiday palette. That was my first palette I ever tried from the brand and I am in love with this one. Head over heels. This is amazing. I love these pastels and then the jewel tones. I love kind of the blue, green, teal, purple, pink. I just love this color range. It's beautiful. And their shimmers, like, again, like, are you freaking kidding me with this? Like, what? Look how glossy they are. They're sparkly and wonderful and amazing, and I literally can't get enough. The mattes, again, they're so easy to work with. I feel like they have really good pigmentation and they blend out really nicely. A newer brand to me, and I'm so impressed. I'm honored that I got to try this brand, and I'm so happy to say that I'm obsessed with them. It's always a good thing when I try something new and it ends up being good. I really, really hate trying something new and then I end up not liking it, which I mean, nobody, I don't think, sets out to try new things and dislike them, but it's always a good thing when you discover a new thing and it becomes like a favorite thing. I really, really like this palette. Again, I used this on my YouTube channel. I featured it in like a 3 looks with 3 different palettes kind of video. And then I did also this look. It's on Instagram and YouTube Shorts as well. Moving on now, away from makeup, let's chat about some jewelry. First things first is this choker that my husband got me for Christmas, actually. It looks like this. It's very cute. I love the thick chain. I love the moon. I love that the little star charm that hangs out here as well. It's just so stinking cute. I would have worn it today, but I was doing gold jewelry for my rings and I don't love to mix metals if I can avoid it, but I love this choker. Typically, I'm a gold girl, but I do like silver from time to time. Every so often, I'm just feeling a silver vibe and I love this. I think it's so pretty, but it's from Suki Blade. I don't know if I said already. I'll have everything linked down below that I can. But this is really cute. He's gotten me another necklace from Suki Blade in the past and it's just such a fun brand. I feel like they have very like edgy kind of jewelry. It's very cool and I would like to own more because this is really nice. I like the quality, I like the shapes, I like all of the things. And then I have all of my rings that I'm wearing aside from my like wedding ring obviously, but the other rings I have to talk about as well. 2 are from Regal Rose. These were also from my husband for Christmas. The first one looks like this. It's very cute. I like this kind of knotted, kind of spiky situation. It's very thorn-like. Very, very cute. I really, really like this ring. And then this one is super cool. It has like a little coffin with a little guy in it. And I really like the way the band itself looks. It's very like intricate and woven. This was my first time trying rings from this brand. I'd mentioned to him that I was intrigued by this brand and that they were having a sale if he needed any stocking stuffers. And I'm really happy with the picks that he did because he picked these specifically out for me and I really, really like them. I think they're very fun. The quality feels really, really nice, very luxurious, but not like ridiculously priced either. It's like a price point I'm comfortable with. And I'm super happy with these, and I would like to have more in the future, so I will definitely shop again, probably next time there's a sale, because I'm definitely a ring person. And I have these two here. These are from Louisa. I actually got these to do a partnership with them back in December. This video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I did want to shout out these rings because I really, really genuinely love them. I've worked with Louisa in the past. I've also shopped on my own. I did pick these rings out myself to do the partnership. Versus this one, it's kind of this like chain link kind of vibe. It's adjustable, so it has like the opening here. It's so super pretty. I really like how shiny their jewelry is, and it's also just like super durable, super high quality. And then I have this one, which I'm obsessed with, this little snaky guy. His little green eyeballs. He's also adjustable. He can kind of get a little bit bigger or smaller. It's so freaking cute. I just love having this little snake sitting here on my finger. It's adorable. I'm super happy with all of these. You won't catch me not wearing them anytime soon. Let's stick with fashion for a bit. I have some sweaters to share with you. One being actually the one that I'm wearing today. I found these sweaters off of Amazon, and I don't really shop Amazon fashion very often. It's such a gamble. You never really know how it's gonna fit. Sometimes it's super cheaply made and just not great quality, but these are a hit. So much so that I have 4 colorways of it. But I really like the fit of it. It's loose. I like the kind of loose arm with the tight like wrist. I really like the neckline, how it has this kind of scrunchy collar. I like the baggy fit. It's kind of like my hips on me, but you could like tuck it up if you want to. Sometimes I'll like tuck it up like in my bra to like make it a little bit more cropped, but it's just loose, it's comfy, it's wonderful, and I've gotten 4 colors of it so far, and I want more. I have this one, it's kind of like a beige with the black striping. It's actually the exact same as this one, just like a different color, but it's so freaking cute. I have this one that's so fun, this kind of like bright coral orange, kind of like diamond pattern. I love that the orange is on the sleeves. It's just so freaking cute. I love this one. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this one in real life, actually. And then I think my favorite of the 4 is my checker one. I've already worn it a couple times on camera. I literally almost wore it again today, but then I was like, I'm pretty sure I wore this in the last video that is up before this one. So like, I will be an outfit repeater, but let's at least space it out a video in between. But this is so cute. Again, I love the sleeves. I love that it has the black sleeves. I love the black and white checker print. I'm a black and white kind of person. It just goes with everything. It goes with whatever my makeup look looks like. But then I do like the occasional like funky pattern. I think it's fun. And I honestly want some more colors of this. It's really soft. I really like the quality. I've washed these multiple times at this point, and I feel like they are staying pretty true to their form really nicely. So these were a big, big hit for me. I'm very pleased with them. And one more fashiony thing is jeans. I think I'm an Old Navy girly now. I haven't really shopped at Old Navy in a very long time, but I was needing some new jeans, and I've had people tell me that Old Navy has just really good jeans because they have a lot of different styles and shapes and fits. And I was like, you know what? Let me go and actually just like try a few types on and see what I like. And I've ended up with a few different pairs that I'm really, really happy with. I think these are 3 different styles, and it's not really gonna help you to like just hold these up on camera, so I'll just include pictures of like the Old Navy website. But first is the Boyfriend Loose. I really like these. These ones kind of hit like mid-waist. They're kind of like right in line with my belly button. So like, I personally don't like to wear something super, super cropped with it just because that's a lot of stomach area showing for my comfort. But they're just so comfy. I like to wear them with like a t-shirt or like a baggy sweater. I think they're so cute. They're like the perfect kind of like loose fit, but they also like fit around like my butt and stuff really, really well. I also have the Wow Boyfriend. I feel like these ones are a little bit like, I don't really know how to explain the difference. Maybe they're like a little bit slimmer in the leg, but not like by that much. They're pretty much the same. It's just like a different kind of colorway. And then I think my favorite of the 3 are the OG Loose. I love these ones. I feel like they are the perfect like high rise, baggy, but not too baggy. They're just like the perfect kind of like loose fitted kind of fit. I really, really like these. I did try on the OG Mom jean, I think is what it was called as well. Those ones I didn't love the fit of as much, but these 3 I've been very, very pleased with. I feel like they fit pretty true to size for the most part, although I feel like I'm kind of in between sizes anyway, so you just gotta try stuff on. They're very comfy. I feel like I could wear these just like hanging out around the house and I never feel that way about jeans. Usually jeans are torture to wear. These are actually just so comfy. I feel like the material is really nice. I think these are gonna last quite a while for me. Very impressed with these Old Navy jeans. Let's talk about my favorite book from the month. As usual, I'm not gonna drone on and on about multiple books just because I think the video after this one will be my get ready with me reading wrap up where I chat about all of the books that I read in December, so I don't want it to be redundant. But I will share my favorite one since this is my December favorites video. It's This Spells Love. This was my book of the month pick for November, but I only got around to reading it in December, and I freaking loved this. I ate up every single moment of it. It was just such a cute story. So our main character is Gemma. She has gotten dumped by her boyfriend. She's going through it, super sad, bummed out, all that good stuff, feels like her life is over. Her aunt invites her sister, and her best friend Dax to come over to perform kind of like a cleansing ritual to like rid the boyfriend out of her life. And she does the ritual with the intention that it'll feel like he never existed. Well, it works, but unfortunately she met Dax the exact same night she'd met her ex-boyfriend. So her best friend Dax is also no longer part of her life. So she has to kind of rebuild this relationship with him. She's trying to figure out things about herself. There's things going on in this alternate universe of her life where things are on paper better than they've ever been before. Like she's so happy. She's developing more of a romantic connection with Dax that she's never had before. Her career life is thriving. Like there's so many parts of her life that are doing so well. But then she's kind of realizing that like her friends and family's lives are kind of going downhill, and it's all because of things that didn't happen because the boyfriend had never existed, and you know, chain of events, butterfly effect kind of thing. So she has to make this choice. Like, do I stay in this life where everything is better than it ever has been before? Or do I reverse this cleansing spell to maybe go back to a time where I wasn't super happy, but everyone else was doing a lot better? It was so good. I really wasn't sure how it was gonna end. Like, I mean, I had hopes and thoughts, but I wasn't sure exactly like how everything was gonna go down. I loved the characters. I really enjoyed Gemma. I really enjoyed her sister and her aunt. Even though you only get snippets of them, I enjoyed what I saw. I loved Dax. You get to know Dax so much in this book. He was so sweet. Such a charming little bean. I loved him. This was just such a cute story, like 5 stars. I ate it up. I couldn't believe how much I loved it. Like when I finished the book, I literally just had to kind of give it a hug. I was so happy with it. This was such a fun story. Let's talk about some nail polish. I think that would be fun. Some recent Mooncat favorites. I'm obsessed with Mooncat. They're like my favorite nail polish brand at the moment. First is actually the one I'm wearing right now. Like, look how pretty this is. I think this is also the nail polish I was wearing in my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter video, if I'm not mistaken. It's so good. So this is called House of Hades. It's this most beautiful, sparkly, rich blue. Like this depth of blue is stunning. I love the sparkle. There's like tiny little flakies all throughout it. It's so good. This isn't the best paint job I've ever done, so don't judge my paint skills. I did it fairly fast. But this polish is just jaw-dropping. I've worn this a couple times now, and that's not usually me. I usually like wear a polish and then I want to wear a different polish. Like I won't revisit one for a while because I want to wear different stuff. This one I felt compelled to revisit multiple times already. And then this one is Your Heart's a Black Hole. This was picked out by Zane, and I love it. It looks like this beautiful, sparkly, rich red. I wore this so much in the month of December. Like if you saw me wearing a red on my nails, it was this. This polish is actually also a magnetic polish, but I've worn it both ways. I've worn it just regular, where it looks like this, just really pretty, sparkly, metallic red. But I've also done it where you hover the wand over your nail and it makes a really cool effect. I really, really like it. I think I had it in the magnetic form in my palette ranking video, if you're curious, but it's beautiful. The magnetic effect is super cool. I like doing the magnetic effect because it really doesn't add like any time or involve any skill. Like I just do usually my final coat. I'll do my final coat and then I hover the wand over it for like a few seconds and then I move on to the next nail. Like it takes no time. Love Mooncat, super cool. I have a few other polishes that Zane picked out for me that I'm very excited to wear very soon. But just such a good brand. Just for like fun formulas, cool colors, cool themes. They're always launching new stuff. Like honestly, I should probably unfollow them on Instagram because I get tempted way too often with their new releases. I have a couple food favorites that I would love to share with you. First things first, I don't know how long these have been around, but Trader Joe's has oat creamers, and these are so unbelievably tasty. I discovered these when we were in Colorado because Zane's aunt had them at her house. I think she had the brown sugar one specifically. And then when I went to go buy it myself, I saw that they also had a cinnamon bun one. These are so good. They are tasty and creamy and lovely. I love oat milk. Like, I'm an oat milk person, but unfortunately not that many oat creamers exist. So a lot of the time I'm going for like almond or just other things. There's not a ton of oat creamers is what I'm getting at, but these are so good. I also do have a frother because I prefer to froth my creamer and make like a little latte most mornings. And these actually froth really well. Not all non-dairy creamers are equal. Some do not froth in the slightest and they just stay kind of flat, and they're not my favorite, but these are so good. I highly approve of them. And I need to start remembering to share my weird food favorites because I get a lot of joy discovering weird new food favorites. Another weird food favorite that is not a new concept, but it's a new concept to me. And I'm so happy I finally discovered it. So, rice cakes. I feel like all the health girlies are always talking about eating like rice cakes with like stuff on top of them for like a healthy breakfast. And I feel like, I don't know, I see videos like that and my mind immediately goes to like, nope, that's just diet culture. I want no part of that. That's calorie counting nonsense. That is not for me. I don't want to get swept up into diet culture things. I just need to go for things that fuel my body and make me feel good. But then I was like, you know, that could be a good snack. Like, all the components of that are things that I like. So I got some, and what I like to do is I like to take my little rice cake, I put peanut butter over it. I've been using bananas lately, but I imagine any fruit would probably be super, super good, but I've been doing bananas lately. Sometimes I'll do a little honey drizzle if I'm feeling fancy. Why is it the most delectable thing I've ever tasted? It tastes like just the most fun snack, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. It is so tasty. Like, I'm such a peanut butter person. I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter and banana. And then having that crunch of the rice cake. I don't think these very much taste good on their own, but with the stuff on top, it is such a tasty, fun, easy little breakfast for me. And I love it. And I'm so glad that I finally tried it. I don't know why I was so nervous. I guess I was just like, oh, people just eat rice cakes when they're trying to diet. And like, I don't like the diet mentality, but those are great. Those are so good. Like, I don't know why I was so turned off by it. It's like, I want to eat in a way that makes my body feel good and fuels me, but without having the diet culture mentality. And that's very, very hard to do in this society because it's like, if you eat anything healthy, people automatically assume you were like dieting and counting calories. And then if you have a thing of junk food, then you're a big slob, especially if you're a woman. It's a big double standard, and food is hard. Moving on to some of the not tangible things. We decided, I'm getting my iPad here ready for you to show you, but we decided that we wanted to get a Peloton because I do kickboxing classes with Zane at his dad's martial arts school twice a week. I love it. It's so fun. We've been doing it for like a year and a half now. It's so much fun. I love it. I love going to a class, and I want more classes to go to. I even went to F45 for a while last year, but it just got really expensive, so I didn't really want to keep paying for it. And I was even thinking about joining a gym membership again, just so I could go to like workout classes. But then Zane was like, what if we got a Peloton? Because we have multiple friends in our lives that have Pelotons. They love them. They love the biking. And then they love the app that just has like so many classes you can do. So we went ahead and got it going that we will rent the Peloton. It got delivered today, but they delivered the wrong one, because we wanted the Peloton Plus or whatever it's called, because I wanted the bigger screen, and they gave us the regular one. So now they have to switch it back. And it didn't even have a screen, so we can't even use this one in the meantime. But anyways, for the last week or so, we have still been able to access the Peloton app, because with the rental, you get to do the app as well as rent the bike, like all as one price. I love this app. I love it so much. I've used it literally every single day the last week. I think it's so fun. I've mostly been doing Pilates classes, and I love it. I really want to become like a Pilates person. I think it's very relaxing and strengthening, and it makes my body feel so good. I'm really, really enjoying getting into it. I still have a lot to learn with it, but I'm feeling very good about it right now. I've done a couple stretching classes. I've done just a couple general core classes. I did a running class yesterday. I love this app. And I know you can get the app as just a membership. So even if you're someone who is like maybe interested in like a lot of workout classes, but you don't want to like buy a whole Peloton, you don't have to. You could just have the app. I have friends who just do the app and they love it. Obviously just looking up workout videos on YouTube also works, but something about just this interface I really, really enjoy. I love being able to click on these classes. I love that there's live options. I love that, I don't know, I can really keep track of all of my own stuff. It is such a wonderful app. So now I ask you, if you have any favorite classes on the Peloton app, let me know what your favorite classes are. Also, let me know who your favorite instructors are in general, especially for the biking, because I mean, hopefully within the next week, they'll send us our correct bike and set it up for us so we can start the actual biking. But just let me know all your favorite things about Peloton if you are a Peloton person. And also let me know if you have the Peloton treadmill and if that's worth it. Because right now we just have a dinky treadmill, and I mean, it works, it gets the job done. But I'm not opposed to maybe one day down the road after we've had our stuff for a while and we've been actually using it, maybe upgrading. But I don't know, this is all news to me. I will probably report back next month if I'm also using the bike. If I'm using the bike a lot, it'll probably be in my January favorites video. But I'm very excited. I'm feeling very good about it. It's making me very happy, and I get excited every day to do a new Pilates class. And then last but not least, I just wanted to chat about a recent show that I watched and finished, and I've been not good at watching TV lately. I feel like just because we had such a bad end of November, beginning of December, all I wanted to do for comfort if I watch TV at all is watch just like the same sitcoms I've seen 100 times. Like I want nothing new. But I did watch on Apple TV Lessons in Chemistry. I saw that it was becoming a show. I knew that it was a book. I saw that Brie Larson was starring in it. So I was like, okay, love Brie Larson. I'm gonna read the book. So I read it back in November. It was fine. It wasn't my favorite book of all time, but it wasn't like bad. Like I didn't not enjoy it. I enjoyed it enough that I was like, okay, I would really like to see this play out in a TV show form. I love what they did with the show. I think Brie Larson brought that character to life so well. I feel like it was so well portrayed. I really liked all of the casting. There were some differences because I mean, that just happens between like book to TV show adaptations, but I feel like all the changes were really good. Like I feel like characters got a different kind of story than they did in the book. They got a little bit more background, just a little bit more interest. I really like what they did with the show overall. Just such a good story about just like feminism. She's a chemist in the 60s who is trying to just be this strong, independent woman, and society is just really pushing her down. She deals with so much trauma and downfall and bumps in the road along the way. And it's just so cool to see like how she overcomes everything, how she interacts with different people, how she really makes the world her own. It was just such a great show. Zane actually watched it with me and he didn't read the book at all, and he also enjoyed it. So two different perspectives, someone who read the book and someone who didn't. We both really enjoyed the show, and I just love Brie Larson. If she's in anything, I'm automatically gonna watch it. So yeah, I have been here babbling for a very, very long time, and I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you love any of the things that I mentioned today? What were your favorites in the month of December? I would love to know. Again, it can be anything. Give me your favorite makeup, skincare, food, a trip you took, an experience you had, something you learned. Just give me your favorite things from December. I would love to know. I feel like, again, let's just start the new year off super positive. I would love to hear just like happy, positive things. Give me all the favorite things. I'm excited. If you made it to the end of this video, leave your current favorite emoji. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And if you're not already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm battybean there as well. Also, feel free to subscribe. I'm posting most days over here. And also you can join my channel memberships if you would like. You will get fun little perks, including a members only video once a month. And now that it's the first, as of this video gets uploaded, I will be asking my members for their ideas on what they want to see for this month's members only video. So now's a great time to join if you want to be a part of the discussion. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.